why I wanted to have you on this. And I know we're kind of like, you know, I know you have a.
We didn't even get to skincare.
We're getting to it right now. I'm parlaying, buddy. I'm moving this thing along. I'm moving this train. We were at a party. I met you. It was the first time I met you, and we were at a party, and we're at this, and there was like so many big comics there. Sal's there, Bill Burr's there, like, you know, this and that. And it's like when comics are around other comics, it's like a comedy fest of like out funnying and this and that. And it's all jokes and whatnot. And I remember like we started talking about skincare somehow. You started talking about skincare, and then my husband's like, get my wife down here. Wait till you meet her. And then you and I just bonded over skincare. And I was like, oh my God, my skincare soulmate. And it's a man. And we like, you are so into skincare and self-care. But the funny thing was, I remember like telling you about like, it was so funny because I was like, you only use like Clinique eye cream. Ew, like you're on TV. You have like, you should be using like this eye cream. Like it was so funny. Like we were just like going back and forth. And I'm part of this like secret skincare group online that is a lot of women in the industry and stuff. And like, we talk about like things that we're doing and skincare and all this stuff. And I remember sitting there and you're like, and I was like, well, on the skincare board I'm on. And you're like, wait, what board is that? And then we start talking about it. And I tell you that it's like a secret skincare board. It's all female. It's like female comics, females in the industry, producers, directors, that kind of thing. And you go, yeah, get me in there. And I was like, okay. You're like, I want in there. And
yeah,
so,
it's
like,
fun.
I remember messaging the person who runs it, and she listens to this podcast. And I messaged her and I said, hey, can you, I was like, I don't think men are allowed in, but like, but then I was like, there are a few men in there. So who are gay. But anyway, I ended up telling you, texting her, and she messages me back, is he gay? And I go, no. She goes, either you're gay, either you're gay or you're a woman. That's it. And that was like the message. And then you look at me so cute, like so humbly, and you're like, tell them it's TV Sal Vulcano. You're like, put it in there, D. Television Sal Vulcano wants in.
Yes, I was being facetious.
Yeah, I know you're joking, really. But it was, and then I put that in the chat, and then she messaged me back.
You did? I was. Yes. Now tone gets confused over text. That's me making you laugh. I would never ever truthfully say TV Sal Vulcano.
And I put in the chat, and then she's like, last time I checked, Sal wasn't gay. And then that was it. And she like,
well, the internet would disagree with her.
But it was so funny that like, it was so funny because that's the only time you've ever like flexed, and you're like, to get into some secret skincare board.
That's
like
so
you
funny.
were like, oh, like get me in.
You actually, I wasn't really a guy into skincare at all. I learned about like one of my first serious girlfriends. Was how I learned about even exfoliating. She got me like a exfoliator from the Body Shop.
Okay.
And I used it, and I remember using it. And I was like, oh my God, my skin.
You're like, I feel like God.
And so great. Like, but that's all I knew. I was like, oh, you got to exfoliate. And then for like 20 years, I just exfoliated. And then my girlfriend now like knows a lot more. And so I started to like, you know, just at least use moisturizer. Like, again, very, very simple, you know. But then I started to be like, oh, what products are, and I started to get into like the products a little more when I would look at her as I go to the store. And I started to find some stuff. And then I was just like, all right, so like, I'll just put on at least, because I don't want to dry skin, exfoliate. And again, I really didn't have a routine. Okay.
How many steps you doing now? How many steps we into, Sal?
I don't even know if I do. So I will exfoliate.
Okay. Are we using an abrasive exfoliator or exfoliator?
Well, I used to have an abrasive one.
If you think America loves you because of that TV show right here, you are leveling up. Go ahead. Let's talk about exfoliators.
Yeah. So, well, now I'll exfoliate. Listen, I just watched a YouTube video with Pharrell. I think he has his own skin product line, and he did this whole tutorial. And I was like, wow, Pharrell's doing a tutorial on skin. Like, I'm learning stuff. But when I spoke to you and you were a little bit snobby about your skincare, you made me do a self-check. And so then I wanted to know.
Oh, you did an inventory?
I did. And because you were like, oh, you just kind of get readily available. I'm always just like, oh, what's available at the store? Mm-hmm. I'm never really like, let me go a step further and really like kind of look and read about like ratings and just like
Yeah.
I just this how
I think my snobby moment was I go, you have 1 million Instagram followers and you're using Clinique eye cream. Like I was a total cunt about it. Like
no, like I was like, oh really? I thought this was good stuff. Like
and I'm
even
like, no,
like
Sal.
I
I was
was
like, I'm nobody, and my eye cream is $90.
I
Okay.
know. I was like, I was making this effort. Yeah, I always tell my buddies, I say I always spend money on footwear and linens and bedding
Mhm.
and things of that nature because you get a big return from them, right?
Yeah.
We're on our feet and sleeping all the time. And I would like, especially with like the schedule that I keep and the hours like and everything and just I just was like, I gotta and I'm really should practice more what I preach, but in general, my heart is I should try to take care of myself a little more, right?
Yeah.
So then after you said that, I was like, well, I want the good stuff. So and I have like puffy eyes, and I'm like, oh, I never did anything with my eyes. So I started looking into the eye stuff. But now what I'll do is I'll exfoliate and then I'll use a toner and then
Okay.
I'll put on some eye stuff
Buddy, I
and then
got
I'll
some of my.
moisturize.
Are you into the SK2?
I
Oh,
started
he brought
using
product. Bitch,
I
look at it. I just re-upped. I just re-upped.
I bought a box of 10. I found that you got to be careful though, because if you just go to the wrong place, this could be like $17 and you would
Yeah.
be like, oh, I guess that's what it is. And then if you do a little further digging, you buy a box and it shakes out to like $8.50, which is like half of the price.
Yes,
So you
very
have to be
true.
an educated
And
consumer. I learned that.
also, go on Macy's Friends and Family a lot. SK2 is usually discounted when Macy's has a sale. So
Really?
like, I got these on the Black Friday sale. Yeah.
Okay. So I would do masks. I will say
The fact that you brought products, I want to like implode.
I have all my products here. I have everything.
Oh God, and of course I'm gonna have to let you go soon too because you have.
I know.
Go ahead. What do we got? Show me everything.
What was a gateway to looking at products a little bit more was when Lush became popular.
Oh,
It was just
bathroom?
such an appealing store. They have all these things. You go and you try them, and you're reading it. It's like they really sell that brand. And like someone got me a kit from there, and I started using it. And I think I told you that. And you're like, yeah, that's good too, But like
wow.
that was an abrasive. The ocean salt from there was pretty abrasive, but this was
good.
It's good, but it is very abrasive.
Yeah.
And this is we talked about this and laughed about this. I'm a crazy person.
Pull out some St. Ives.
But this is not bad. So my girlfriend told me that there might have been a chemical reaction in this over 25 years that I've had it, or 30 years that I've had it.
Okay.
that she's like, how do you still have that? But I still have the original
one
that I bought. I bought this at like Save On Drugs for like $3.99, and it still smells exactly the same and it's delicious. And I just didn't use it and I forgot I had it. So it was in my medicine cabinet for like a decade. And then I moved, I took it with me and I forgot it was there. And then I recently rediscovered it. And it seems like everything's still on the up and up with it. It really does.
They loaded that with so much shit. It could probably.
It's probably so bad.
That can probably cure COVID. That's the vaccine.
Yeah, if you read the back, but this thing slaps.
It does.
If
you rub that on your booty and your legs, I mean, it's great.
It will overhaul you right away. But then you told me that and my girlfriend told me this was like crazy abrasive. So then I was using this much more milder one by Aesop that you also were snobby about.
I was not. Oh, stop! I'm getting a bad rap today.
Yes. So the Aesop one I actually just ran out. So, but that's what I've been using for that.
I like Drunk Elephant. I
know what I'm talking about, but I buy a few products and I try to learn, and that's it. But
I love you, and this is why I love you. You and I, our text message thread is us trying to up each other by sending photos of each other with face masks on.
I know.
Like and our whole thread is just.
Well, you recommended these, and I was buying what I'll do is I don't like to commit, so I'll buy like the individual packets, and sometimes they make them so fun. They'll be like a pumpkin and it's all this special, like they try to like it's like $7 and it's like there's gold leaf in this shit.
Yeah,
and so I put it on.
The Korean ones are like that. They're like, some of them are like $12. Yeah, they're very expensive.
They're ridiculous. But I just used to do the ones where you put it on and you like set it and forget it and then you wash it off with the lid. So my nieces, they loved the Lush stuff, and it'd be like this tingling spearmint thing. And so they'd come to the house, and I'd do a lot of sleepovers with my nieces, and so they'd always want to do it. So like I started doing it like with them, you know, like, and they loved it, and we take pictures, and then we clean our face and everything. So it was like a bonding thing. But I never did the mask, and then I did this one, and this one was the best one I've ever used.
The best one ever. It is the best one ever.
I put it on, and you look like, you know, Silence of the Lambs for a couple minutes.
You look like a murderer.
Yeah, and then I took it off. I came out, and my girlfriend was like, I swear to God, I didn't tell her I didn't. She's like, what did you do to your skin? Yeah. And I was like, I used a freaking hydrating mask.
That Donna Guerrero's, that bitch is snotty, but she knows
this thing penetrates deep.
Yeah.
Really,
and then you know what I do? I like scoop my hands in the packet and
get all the extra juice.
Yeah, get all that juice.
Yeah, I squeeze it out like toothpaste back on to me.
Yeah,
because it's expensive.
Some people take them and re-roll them, put them in the packet, put them in the fridge, and then use them again a few days later for like a little touch up. That's
bold. I'm not at that experience.
If you were in the skincare board, you would know.
I know, but I was rejected.
You're rejected.
So I've been using this toner by Baxter.
Oh, I don't know this. Teach me.
Baxter is but I just ran on that one because I had what I did was True TV subscribed me to this like monthly thing one year where like I got products like hair and skincare products in the mail. It's like almost like a bulk box for like people. You know, like
was it Birchbox?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, Birchbox. Okay.
And so I would keep like this little bag of all these samples, and I would keep trying them and seeing what I responded to. Really, right? So I had all these things. So I started.
Now, I love you so much. You have no idea.
That's how I got introduced to it. I have so much stuff here, but so the Baxter I got from there, and it ran out. But this is a toner that I've been using.
We got to get you better at YouTube, buddy. You got to hold it up, put your hand behind it. Let's see it. If you're going to be an influencer.
Yeah.
I love it. No, that's definitely not how you do. A vitamin C toner. Ooh, do you spray that?
Yeah, you spray it. And I like that a lot. And then sometimes I'll go to bed and I'll use this. I like a good tea tree.
A little tea tree.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
This is this is a little rose water.
Oh, yeah. So I have like ginseng here and a vitamin C splash that I also just do for a midday refresh.
It's a little quick pick me up. You know what I mean?
I like when I could feel it on my skin, like the tingling. Yeah. So like a lot of these things have a little like booster in it that you feel tingling. Or this thing overnight, you put it on. I mean, I sound like I'm a skincare guru. I swear to you, I'm not.
You are impressive.
I just bought I listened to you. I bought a bunch of stuff, and then my girlfriend also like I like look at her products. I'll try them, and that's it. I'm not like some crazy, but I will tell you.
I bought you some things too that I'm going to send to your house. I got you.
Did not.
I did. I have a shirt for you from the Donnas,
really?
And I have a little things for you, little gifts for you.
Okay, well I will humbly accept them. But the under eye stuff is really where like it was a whole new level for me. So
I'm currently using. Let me get what I'm using.
Like this was like, okay, you exfoliate, you put on a little face mask, you got a little moisturizer, a little tea tree or whatever. But like when you start getting into the eye stuff, it can get pricey, and there's so many people competing, and they all have different reviews. And you see some people tell horror stories about how they have reactions or one thing doesn't work. And so what I'm learning is that you really need to try a lot of different things because like different people's skin types react differently to different products. Because you see people rave about a product and the same people say it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, some of these things are going for 40, 50, 60, $100, and you're like, wow.
$90.
Yeah.
Here. It's like
is that skin
SkinCeuticals, yeah.
SkinCeuticals. You love that brand, and I actually want to try. I want to try their exfoliator actually. They have a very a very fine one.
Have you tried the Drunk Elephant exfoliator yet? It's a chemical exfoliator.
Speak of Drunk Elephant.
Educate me.
I have the Drunk Elephant. I bought the eye serum.
Oh, how do you like it?
I was trying it for a while, and I can't speak to.
Just buy this. I've been telling you to buy this for a year.
Well, then I went and bought Dr. Dennis Gross's Retinol Triple Correction Eye Serum. And I feel like I'm responding to this.
Okay, I just bought Perricone MD's High Potency Classics Firming Eye Lift. I'm going to try this.
Okay.
Over the next few weeks.
I used this for like 2 weeks, and then I was like, all right. I bought them at the same time.
You know what I like to do? I do like a little layering. So I like to put the serum like all around the eye. And then, so what I do is I have a serum too. I actually have a very cheaper serum, which I'll text you. It's by Nuad or Ordinary or something. So I take the eye serum, put that on, and then I take this and put that on top. to kind of like seal in the
Oh,
serum.
that's like a Jedi move, because when I
Yep.
read was you had to like I thought you had to use just one at a time. That's what like I thought.
We layer.
But I thought like you shouldn't mix. Maybe I'm wrong.
We can.
I'll tell you, this doesn't have retinol in it because I read horror stories and I was introducing
Of
myself to
retinol
retinol.
around the eye. I'm using retinol. I'm using Retin-A, but I have a prescription for it.
So I was nervous after what I read, and some people put up photos and they just look like they put their face
A
in
burn
front of
victim. Yeah.
yeah. So this is my first dabble into the
Okay.
retinol, and I didn't have any adverse reaction to it. So
Speaking of retinol, do I have it here? No, it's in my bedroom. Shit. Let me just hurry up.
no.
God damn it. I don't know where it is. Anyway, it's a retinol by The Ordinary. I think I had it in the living room, maybe. It's wherever I was naked and putting it on my body, probably the living room. But it's a retinol oil that you put on after you get out of the shower for your body.
Okay.
I had someone.
I haven't gone there yet.
You need to. I was at a comedy show in a tank top, like it was the summer. We were doing comedy shows on the street, and a woman went like this to my arm, and she goes, "Your skin looks so good." And I was like, "Thank you." She goes, "But like the skin on your body matches your face." And I told her, because I'm not one of these people who keeps it a secret. First off, I thanked her. I was like, "You gave me the most confidence in the world," because she was also like 22 years old. So that just made me feel great, because I was like, you could have been my high school mistake. You know what I mean? Like I could be your mom. But I was like, I'm using this retin oil. I was like, and I've noticed such a difference that it really, because J-Lo treats the whole bod.
Oh, well, I will tell you, she's a marvel. The way she looks.
She puts La Mer, like the La Mer face cream.
Yes.
She uses it as body lotion.
Isn't the La Mer one like
$300 a jar?
Yes, I saw that, and it intrigued me. I was curious, and I'm like, could this be worth it? Because a lot of times I also believe that this industry could be like a little bit of a scam too.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I like SkinCeuticals so much, because SkinCeuticals was originally a medical line that was created for patients with skin cancer. And so it has a lot of scientific research behind it.
Oh,
that's why I like it a lot.
But I gotta tell you, J-Lo is a ringing endorsement for that stuff, though, because she
has her own skincare line now. She just came out with it.
It's the thing, right? Everybody has one now.
You're gonna have one.
I
told you when I was with you, I was like, give me your Twitter. Let's just tweet a bunch of companies and get free shit. And you're like, this is how humble you are. You're like, absolutely not. And I was like, now we could have a case of La Mer by Friday. Let's do it. And you're like, D, give me my phone. You're like, no, get the hell out of here. You're not. I would exploit your celebrity. Shit, I'm gonna be like, I'm friends with Sal. Send me free shit. Thank you so much.